What is up, guys? Godlike. I won't say who, though. Just kidding, it's me! You do know who I am, right? You do know who well, I already fucked it up. Anyway. I was gonna make a shitty joke, but I tend to do that. Fuck it up, that is. So, anyways, welcome back to my speedrun of Uncharted 1. And, yeah. This part's gonna suck. Like, just a heads up for you guys. Just to warn you. I think that's fair, you know? You subscribe to my channel, you expect good content, and I don't deliver. So I'll warn you when I don't. Now, I mean the content itself, or by that I mean the footage. Nothing wrong with the footage. But I'm probably not going to have that much to say in this part, because, like, I'm running out of shit to say. I mean, I can't talk too much about the gameplay, except for, like, stupidness, like when I die to something really dumb. Other than that, like, the playthrough is so straightforward, and since you're on easy mode, like, just like I said, you don't even need to watch a walkthrough or anything. I mean, I love how I'm not even advertising my own content. I'm advising you not to watch it. That's what I'm doing. Yet I'm making the content for you. It's funny. It's funny. That's pretty funny, man. Good shit. But yeah, yeah, like I did this speed run, as I said, blind. I didn't watch anything or nothing. I just played the game as fast as I could, and I was like, hey, I did it. Didn't see that one coming. And you could pretty much do the same thing, because easy mode is... It's easy, okay? Just to say the least. Oh, and I actually just read a comment. Zachary, man. Since I can't reply to your comments, whenever I remember your comments, I'll have to reply to them in a video. So, and I do remember your comment because I was like, booyah! Resident Evil 4 was in fact on the phone. Zachary confirmed it. I didn't actually look it up. I just took his word for it. Because I trust all my subscribers with my life. And, I don't... Right now, I was being pretty damn stupid and stubborn. As you could see, like, I was on fucking minimal health. And I was still standing right out in the line of fire shooting people. Even though I should have been going behind cover. And it was simply because I was really stubborn. I was like, fuck that. If I die, I die. But I really want to kill these pricks. So I did. And it worked out. But I don't advise that. Don't do that. If you're low on health, you fucking take cover. And like I said, like, you can afford to be a little bit patient. Like, if you're struggling with a gunfight... God help you if you're struggling with a gunfight on easy. I was, because I'm an idiot. But if you are too, God forbid, then, you know, do as I say, not as I do. That's important. Because sometimes... See, I'm a stubborn motherfucker. I just get into this really dumb mindset whenever I'm frustrated or remotely stressed or if I feel pressured. If the game is giving me a hard time in any way whatsoever, no matter how minor, I get this really stupid mentality, and it's a bad habit where I will just blatantly do things I shouldn't be doing and thus making the entire situation harder for myself. And it's because I'm so stupid, but it's just how I roll. And that was one of the stupidest things that has happened to me in this playthrough. What you just seen? Oh, and there you go. I didn't realize which way I was going when I respawned, and I accidentally jumped the wrong direction. I was like, fuck that. So it just quickly restarted. But yeah, like, I couldn't, if you were wondering what just fucking happened, I couldn't even tell you. I tried to jump, off the stairs to get to the chain, and I just fucking fell. That was a result of me trying to jump. I don't know what there even remotely resembled a jump, but it was pretty damn stupid. There we go, Matt. Good job. You fucking jumped from ledge to chain. Now that's successful. That makes for a successful video. Boom! Not your lucky day! God, he got so into it. Holy shit, that was amazing. That was the first time I ever heard him say that, too. And out of all the times I've beaten this game, not once have I ever heard Drake say that. And that's probably the best thing he's ever said, like, in battle. Also, pretty much every door in the game has a lock on it, so don't do what I just did. I wasted like a good 2 seconds there. My speedrun could have been a whole 2 seconds faster if I had just shot that lock, but I didn't. Shame on me. But yeah, that's typical day in the life of Matt. I have my first day at work tomorrow. That's gonna be exciting. I'm also nervous as hell, but I don't want to tell my boss that, because I don't want to show a lack of confidence. But I am nervous as hell, because I've never done retail before. So this is gonna be interesting. And that's all you do at EB Games, just retail. That's the only job. So you know. That's a thing. What, you got a fucking problem with me talking about my life? Come on, I think I have somewhat of a right to sometimes briefly mention my personal life. I think I can do that in my own videos. And if you guys don't care, well, fun. Have a good time. You know? Yeah, get up there, Doughnut. Get up there, Doughnut. Gotta drop a few pounds anyway. This fight I'm coming up to right now in the next room, it's a big fucking fight. I died in this room so many fucking times, and you're about to see me edit it out, because that's what I did. I've just fucking cut all the deaths right out of it. And there was really no point showing them, because there was nothing interesting about the deaths. It was just me straight up dying, and it just really didn't need to be shown. So, as you can see, or as you're about to see, there you go, there's the edit. I skipped like 4 or 5 deaths just now. And this is the winning attempt. Because I thought, why not just get right down to the point? And this is how I like to do this part. Snipe that guy in the top right, and then a well-timed shot on that guy on the turret deals with him. And be very careful. Like, see, I let that guy with the west walk right up to me. I shouldn't have did that. I should have took him out first, and then shot the guy on the turret. Because having the guy with the west that close, that's really fucking dangerous. So don't do that. This walkthrough is more of a what not to do, honestly. This is pretty funny. And honestly, as funny as that is, that is a walkthrough in itself. Yeah, don't see all this? Don't do any of this like that. Basically, do the opposite. I'm just kidding, it's not that bad. God forbid. If it was that bad, I wouldn't even be uploading. But yeah, once you kill all these guys, now here's something that I feel was actually a little unnecessary. I don't think I needed to come on the turret and kill these guys. I think once you clear the first group of guys, and then these guys start spawning in the back, like the guys I'm shooting at right now, I don't think you need to kill any of them. I think you can run right up to the crank and finish pulling it before they're even able to attack you. Like, I don't think I needed to kill any of those guys. Now, I haven't play tested that. It's not confirmed. I have no idea if that would have even worked, but I feel like it would have, because they take a little while to spawn. Like, there's a good gap. Or, even if you wanted, you could be really tactical about it. You could run to the top of the stairs, and if there's one guy left in the first wave, like, save him, don't kill him until you get to the crank, and then once you're at the crank, snipe him from above up on that terrace, and then start cranking immediately, and you will absolutely have enough time to crank that door open before you kill those guys. Although, now that I think about it, the crank might not even allow you to crank it if there's still enemies alive. It might only trigger to let you do it if you kill everybody. I actually don't know, so maybe everything I just said is a load of bullshit. Don't listen to me. That, like I said, this is a what not to do. But, you know, it's interesting, I guess. Food for thought. That's what that is. I'm going to pause it just for a second. Alright, so sorry about that. I was cooking food that whole time I was talking, and it finished. So I had to, like, go down and get it before it fucking went charred black and shit, and then I had to eat it. And now I'm free, and I can wreak all the havoc and bring massacre and calamity. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know, but I do know what I'm doing, and that's speedrunning. Talking after the fact. Because I already sped run. Sped? It's not even a word, man. I just keep using it. Because, I mean, how else do you say a past tense version of speedrun? Sped run. It's the only thing you could do. I just fucking nailed that guy in the face with a West. See, like, headshots are more impressive if you're using a weapon that's as powerful as the West and you hit a headshot with it. Because it's so unnecessary. You don't need to shoot anyone in the head with a West, because the West will one-shot all these enemies. Not later on, but these enemies I'm fighting right now, I'll get one-shotted by the West. So when I headshot a guy with the West, even though I don't need to, it's just that much more impressive. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have to go for the headshot. I could have just shot him in the body. Would have been a lot easier, but fuck that. I'm going for style points here. Speaking of style, look at this fucking amazing driving. I hate the fucking controls on this thing. Or, actually, the controls, that's the wrong thing to say. I hate the way it handles. Like, the water sometimes can just dick you around. You'll just keep swerving back and forth while you're trying to get up these stupid little, mini waterfalls. I don't know what to call them. I don't know, man. Up shit creek without a paddle. That's what this is. And excuse me. Sorry about that. If your ears are bleeding, I apologize. But I was gonna say, it's fucking hilarious. This is the second level that you're supposed to speedrun on the main games trophy list, and I don't beat my time on any of the levels. It's fucking amazing. I love it. When I actually do the speedrun, I'm a huge failure. But when I do the levels separately, that's where I really shine. But yeah. Yeah, man. Do it up. Oh god. I got some shit in my throat, so sorry if I sound weird. A little bit weird, guys. Sorry about that. Don't worry about that. I'm desperately hanging on for dear life. Trying to be interesting and think of things to talk about. That was amazing. I almost drove right into that barrel after missing it. Oh, there's the death. I fucking forgot about that one. Yeah, try not to dick around too long in that area because there's just so many guys in that room. It is possible to get through that room without dying. That was pretty close. If I didn't hit it there, I most certainly would have died. But, yeah, there's just so many dudes in that room. You should probably pick off a couple of them before attempting to drive through it. Because more often than not, they'll probably kill you, even on easy difficulty. You gotta think, you're being shot by like fucking 3 different guys. And goddamn, I'm a failure. I don't remember these deaths. I edited out the last one because I remembered in advance. I was like, oh yeah, this room, I fucking hated it. But this, I don't remember how many times I died here. It's just the fucking barrels, really, is the only reason. Because they one-shot. One fuck-up equals doom. You know? Actually, before I cough. I was about to cough. I'm gonna mute my mic for a second. There we go. Got it out. Cough. I did it. Like, right before I coughed, I was like, oh wait, I can be decent. I cannot make my viewers' ears bleed. Why not do that? They'll probably like me more for it. Or at the very least, appreciate it. So you're welcome. Fucking welcome. Ungrateful, loving fans of mine. I love you. But anyways. See? I didn't beat my time. The clock's red. It's like, you fucking suck. I only failed by like
monastery and see what's going on.
What was it? Like, I don't know, 15 seconds around there. God damn. Section. Oh, you guys don't even know what you just walked in on, even though I walked in on and not you. Done. Out of the park. That's game. Since I'm just completely drawing a blank, let's talk about random stuff. The other night I had a dream I was playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3. For those of you who don't know, I used to be a huge Marvel vs. Capcom 3 enthusiast. I played it a shitload, and I loved that game. I still do. But I don't own it anymore. Traded it in after the community died and all my friends stopped playing, so at that point there was no reason to play anymore. So I was like, fuck it. And there were other fighting games anyway that were coming out. But at the time. But yeah, I had a dream I was playing it and I was like, God, I miss that game. And I truly do. I think that game like catered to me more than like any game ever. Because it just put my absolute favorite characters in it. Fucking Dante and Virgil were both in it. Morrigan is one of my personal favorites. Spider-Man, he's my favorite Marvel hero. Wesker. I just had so many characters that I loved to play and that I love in video games in general. Like, I could always make my dream team, man. And I've never actually been a Doctor Doom fan, but that game really made me love him. Because he's fucking awesome in that game. But, yeah. I don't even really know why I'm talking about this, because I imagine most of the people who watch my videos are not fighting game fans. At least I wouldn't think they are. Because the fighting game community isn't that big. Though I wish it was, because it definitely deserves it. Fighting games are awesome. And, you know, fighting games do have a following of committed and passionate players. Oh, shit! Kick the shit out of you, son. Also, don't do that. Like, I kept doing that just because brutal comboing is sometimes annoying. But Yeah, like, I just mash square, and it takes so much longer to kill the guy if you do that. You should just brutal combo him. And see, I've always had trouble brutal comboing, but thanks to this guy who posted in a comment, like, a while back on one of my past videos, can't remember who it was, but someone commented on one of my videos. This was like 6-7 videos ago or something like that. It was a long time ago. He was like, hey, man, just go square, triangle, square really fast. That's how you brutal combo. Like, you just do it in quick succession. My problem, the reason why I always had trouble doing it, is because I'd kind of try to time it. Like I'd be watching Drake's punching animation for visual confirmation of when I'm supposed to press triangle after square, for example. And if you do that, you actually, that's not enough time. You actually got to go square, triangle, square, like just in fast succession, and Drake will do the brutal combo on his own, even if you've pressed square, triangle, square before he's done his first punch. He'll still do the rest of it. So even though there's a bit of a delayed reaction, the early input still gives you the combo, and that's how you do it. And I've actually tested it. It works. So thanks to that guy who said that in the comments, because I never fully knew, out of every time I've played this game, I never really knew how to brutal combo it. I always had trouble doing it. And that's mostly because, like, I never actually learned, because the other Uncharted games aren't like that. You can brutal combo super easily. Or actually, I think every melee is a brutal combo in Uncharted 2 and 3. Like, if you just mash square on an enemy in the first game, he'll punch him like 5-6 times. That's not at all how it works in Uncharted 2 or 3. It's almost as if every combo is a brutal combo, because it only takes like 2 to 3 punches to kill someone. So that was a good change, and I'm just too used to it. God, I fucking hate when that happens. I was cringing watching that just now. But as you can see, you could skip this entire fight by just running up here. So, highly recommend doing that. Hey, Matt, he threw out one useful tip in the entire fucking... Fuck you. I threw out some useful tips in the first part. Somewhat. Hang on. So yeah, we're nearing the end of the video. There's about 8 minutes left. Well, I guess not nearing, but to me that's nearing. And fuck, I was gonna say something, I forgot. Damn it. What was I gonna say? No. Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna. Okay, thank God. So yeah, I know when I started my speedrun, and I started, like, when I put up the first part, I just assumed that I was gonna have, what's it called? 4 parts, because that equals around the 2.5 hour mark if they're all half-an-hour videos. But now I'm not actually sure if it's gonna be, fucking 4 parts. It might actually be 5, because I didn't take into account all the dying that I'd be including into the video. And I felt some of the deaths were, I mean, well, some of them were funny, and then others were just good to see, so that you'd be like, don't do that, bad viewer. But yeah, so, and I also like to include a little bit of realism. I don't want to just edit out every single death and make me look like perfection, because I'm not. And I'd like to show, you know, where I went wrong, shit like that, to help other people avoid said problems. Just because they're my problems doesn't mean they don't have to, or I mean, doesn't mean they have to be yours. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm doing a public decency. Also, this part sucked. This part is such a fucking cockblock, like, when you get to this little puzzle. Because you got it, like, you really need to go into that puzzle knowing how to do it beforehand. Because stopping and taking the time to look up how to do it sucks. totally removes the momentum from your speedrun. So, I recommend doing that, like, before you get to that puzzle. You might want to pull up a video or something so that you can quickly just bull rush it. Not that it's entirely necessary, again, like I said, because you have more than enough time to finish the speedrun in under 2.5 hours. On average, I guarantee you, everyone hits around the 2-hour mark, either a little less or a little before. Or, I mean, either a little less or a little after, is what I meant to say. Like, if you're nearing the 2.5 hour mark, you done fucked up. Because it really shouldn't take an extra half an hour. So just fucking cleaning these guys out. Oh, didn't matter though. I was surprised how fast he killed me because I was making sure to stay out of his line of sight. But this is stubborn me. I was like, fuck that. I can do this with the shotgun. I don't need no game to tell me I can't. That's bullshit. Yeah, done. Easy. But yeah. So that's that part. I know that required a lot of walkthroughing because it was just so difficult. And look, I even go into this next room with a shotgun, even though you really shouldn't, because the shotgun sucks for this room. But I did it anyway because it's easy mode and you don't really have anything to worry about. But in all honesty, you really should not take a shotgun into this room. Like, if you have a quick second to grab another weapon before you come up here, you probably should take that time to do it. Because, like, I have to fucking run all the way up to these guys to kill them, and that sucks. That is not fun. I love it. They sound like such fucking pussies. And I hate these enemies so much. Them and their fucking chronic dance moves. So whenever, like, they show extreme unhappiness, like, it just fuels the fire for me. I'm just like, yes. I love it. Kind of like an internet troll in that sense, because, like, you know, kind of, sort of, maybe. There's kind of a relation. Little bit. We can do this, kid.
Do you think he's gonna get that statue out of here anyway?
It never gets old. And you know, that's just like, regardless of how I feel about Uncharted 1 and how I like the other two more, this just goes back to how, even though I like the other two more, the first game is still amazing. All three of the games are amazing. And if you want the full Uncharted experience, you don't fucking skip one. Because of shit like that. Like, just hearing, like, Drake and his fucking one-liners, cracking jokes, and it's just so great. It makes the experience just fucking awesome. Really, because of the characters. And, little fun fact, I didn't actually play the first game first. My friend Nath actually introduced me to the Uncharted games, and when he showed me the series, he gave me the second one first because his goal was to get me into it, and I guess he knew that I wouldn't like the first one as much because him and I both agree that the second one is the best, so he gave me that one first. That being said, you don't really need to play them in order because it's not like the story is heavily reliant on you seeing what happens first. Everything that happens in the second game pretty much has nothing to do with the first game. Like, you could play all three games on their own in whatever order, really. Although it's not advised, but it certainly wouldn't kill you if you did it because like I said, the story's not that dependent on the order. Because the 3 games don't have that much to do with each other, other than the fact that the characters have developed more. And that's it. That's all you really need to see. But, yeah, so that being said, I played the second game first and beat it. And then I was like, holy shit, this series is amazing. And then I borrowed the first game from NAF after playing the second one. And obviously I didn't enjoy it as much, but still a good game. Anyways, I'm pushing the 30-minute mark, so I should go. Thank you guys for watching. It was fun, and expect the next part soon. I don't know if there's going to be 1 or 2 more parts to go, but I guess we'll see. And I will definitely see you guys in my next video, so take care.